You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from West Des Moines. Getting ready for Game 2 between Ottumwa and Dowling Catholic. The Maroons won Game 1 2-0. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Carl Davis, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa will look for the split, try to get their record back to 500 on the season. They're 2-3. Dowling now 2-3 as well. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout right now and come back with the Game 2 starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop, located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Don't forget, coming up on Thursday, we're back with Bulldog Baseball at home, taking on Des Moines Lincoln at 5 o'clock. And on Friday, we're back with softball, hosting Ames at Houston Field, pardon me, at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader that's part of the festivities for celebrating 50 years of Ottumwa softball. Let's take a 90-second timeout and come back with those starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our Quick Care Walk-in Clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Time now to check the starting lineups for Game 2 between Ottumwa and Dowling. First for the visiting Bulldogs. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, the pitcher, Sydney Rockhold. Jordan Pauls will play right field and bat third. Ashlyn Sheets, the designated player, hits cleanup. Ella Aller at second baseman, batting fifth. Sam Weeks will catch and bat sixth. Maddie Hawkins, center field, hitting seventh. Emma Strayer, the third baseman, bats eighth. Batting ninth is the left fielder, Avery Frankie. And the flex player is the first baseman, Hunter Caldwell. As for Dowling in Game 2, leading off and playing second base, Molly Young. Batting second, the center fielder, Shay Johnson. Abby Johnson, the third baseman, will hit third. And Madison Nagel, the designated player, bats cleanup. Ellie Olson will play shortstop and bat fifth in Game 2. Yalitza Lovan will play first base and bat sixth. Cadence Bacam in right field hits seventh. Emily Shimerdla, the left fielder, batting eighth. Batting ninth is the catcher, Lily Brooks. And the flex player is again the pitcher for Dowling, freshman pitcher Grayson Cosper. The pitching matchup, Sydney Rockhold 1-1 through 2 games, had a tough outing against Southeast Polk, but 5 shutout innings in the 10-0 win over Hoover last Thursday. As for Grayson Cosper, she is 1-1 through 2 starts, lost to Ankeny, beat Lincoln. An ERA of 5.83, 12 innings pitched, 18 hits allowed, 10 runs all earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. So those are the starting lineups for Game 2. We're still awaiting, well, the umpires look like they're just now returning to the field, so we'll have to have the meeting and home plate between the umpires and the head coaches, then the introduction of lineups. We did the national anthem before Game 1 here on this Memorial Day. So right after the introduction of the lineups to the fans here at Dowling, we will begin Game 2. Right now, let's take a 3-minute timeout and continue on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Awaiting the start of Game 2 of our softball doubleheader on this Memorial Day between your Ottumwa Bulldogs and the Maroons of Dowling Catholic. Ottumwa again will have the white pinstripe jerseys, red lettering trimmed in black Ottumwa across the front, red numbers trimmed in black front and back, gray pants with the red trim, and red socks. Dowling, all white jerseys, maroon script Dowling across the front. There's a flourish underneath in maroon, and in white in script it says Catholic, so Dowling Catholic. Maroon numbers on the back, white pants with maroon trim and black socks. Dowling taking the field, left-hander Grayson Cosper, another freshman, is their Game 2 pitcher. The defense behind her finds Emily Shemerdla in left, Shay Johnson in center, Cadence Bacam in right. Abby Johnson at third, Ellie Olson at short, Molly Young at second, Yalitza Levon at first, and the Game 2 catcher is Lily Brooks. We get that written down on the old scorecard here so we have it for reference. We've got the lineup, so we write down the defensive alignment too for easy viewing. Some of you may do that when you keep score at a ball game. It's a bit of a dying art, but we're going to make sure we pass it on. Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold, Jordan Pauls, the top three in the Bulldog order. Ottumwa only managed 3 hits in Game 1, a 2-0 loss. Pitchers duel, and unfortunately, Ware was 0 for 3 in Game 1, a pop out, a failed bunt, and a line out. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get off to a better start here in Game 2 against another lefty freshman in Cosper. Her first pitch of the game, in there for a strike. First pitch of Game 2 comes in at 5:22. 0-1 to Ware. Ware shows bunt. The pitch bounces all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was a little bit longer between games than we're used to. That was 33 minutes. The final out of game 1 happened at 4:49. First pitch of game 2 at 5:22. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ware. That pitch outside. And the count 2-1 on the Bulldog shortstop. The 2-1. Roller to third, fielded by Abby Johnson. Throw across in time for out number 1. Ware grounds to third, and that brings up Sydney Rockhold. Sydney pinch hit in game 1 and struck out. 85 degrees our game time temperature. South wind at 11 miles an hour, a gentle breeze blowing in from right. First pitch to Rockhold, low and away, ball 1. Through 2 games, opponents hitting .300 against Grayson Cosper. Ottumwa hoping their bats heat up in game 2. The 1-0, outside corner to Rockhold, 1-1. Sydney taking all the way there. One and one to the Bulldog pitcher. The next offering from the Maroon pitcher. Ground ball foul right side, 1-2. Jordan Paul's on deck. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Off speed, grounded back to the circle. Cosper throws to first and quickly 2 down. Jordan Paul's at bat. 0 for 2 with a walk, was robbed of a hit in the 6th inning in game 2 on a sliding catch of a sinking liner by the left fielder in game 1. That was Gianna Fucularo. Fucularo not in the lineup to start game 2. First pitch here, low and away, ball 1. 1-0 to Pauls, playing right field in game 2. The next offering. Ground ball sharply to third, but fielded cleanly by Johnson. Throw across, and Ottumwa goes down on 3 ground ball outs. We go to the bottom of the first, no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Now Sydney Rockhold into the circle for the first time today. The defense behind her, Avery Frankie in left, Maddie Hauk in center, Jordan Pauls in right. Emma Strayer at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Hunter Caldwell at first, and Sam Weeks behind the plate. Molly Young, Shea Johnson, Abby Johnson, the top 3 in the Dowling order. Molly Young in game 1 was 1 for 2 with a walk. 2 stolen bases, a run scored, and an RBI. Dowling won game 1 2-0. Rockhold has the sign. And her first pitch of the afternoon is downstairs, ball 1. 1-0 to the left-handed batting second baseman, Molly Young. The next offering, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockhold struggled mightily against a very good Southeast Polk lineup in her first start of the season last Tuesday. She was very good against Des Moines Hoover on Thursday. That pitch swung on and missed, and the count 1-2. Again here, Dowling 185 feet down each line, 210 feet to straightaway center. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch outside, 2-2. Sydney has her next sign. Her 2-2 pitch. Rolled to third, up with it Strayer, throw to first. Dug out by Caldwell, 1 down. Good play on both ends. That'll bring up Shea Johnson, the center fielder. Johnson in game 1 was 0 for 3, a strikeout and a couple of groundouts. So Emma Strayer, who had not started a game at third base this year until this game, has the very first ball of the game defensively hit right to her, but she makes the play. Now the pitch to Johnson, outside, ball 1. Sydney toes the rubber. Her 1-0 offering is in the dirt, 2-0. Most of the field still in sunshine, although some shadows are starting to creep out there. A pitch skied in the air, shallow right, in his paws, and has it fall out of her glove. She tried to make a basket catch. And safe at first is Johnson. That'll be an error on the Bulldog right fielder. 1 on, 1 out for Abby Johnson, the third baseman for the Maroons. Abby Johnson was 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a stolen base in game 1. First pitch here. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second, the tag, and out at second as Jocelyn Ware applies the tag. Johnson caught stealing. Great throw by Sam Weeks, 2 down. That erases the error. Second time a Dowling runner's been caught stealing in this doubleheader. Count is 0-1 to Abby Johnson. The 0-1 pitch, off speed, down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first inning. Dowling had a 1-out base runner on an error, but it was erased by Sam Weeks' strong arm, catching Johnson trying to steal second. The 1-1, outside, 2-1. The only shadows in fair territory, about 2/3 of the third baseline is in the shadow of a tree that's behind the third base dugout, and that shadow reaches almost to the pitcher's circle. Third base is in sunshine, but the line in front of it not. That pitch downstairs, 3-1. There are shadows behind the plate and in foul territory, first and third base side as well. Everything else in the bright sunshine. It was partly sunny at game 1. There's almost no clouds in the sky now. The sky's pretty clear for game 2. The pitch, downstairs, ball 4, and a walk to Johnson with 2 out. How important now is that caught stealing? Big difference between 2 on, 1 out and 1 on, 2 out. That'll bring up Madison Nagel, designated player in game 2. Nagel played right field in game 1. Was 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Also struck out twice. Sydney's pitch fouled back to the screen. And that ricocheted right back to the third baseline just outside that right-handed batter's box. Fortunately, Nagel's a left-handed batter and the ball didn't come close to hitting her. 0-1. Righty to lefty, Sydney's 0-1. And that came in and hit her on the arm. Suddenly it's 2 on and 2 out. Rockhold working herself into a jam here after her defense had picked up Jordan Pauls after the error. Again, this could be worse. It could be bases loaded, 1 out. And here's Ellie Olson. Played first base in game 1, playing shortstop here in game 2. Olson was 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Two on, two out, bottom of the first inning for the Maroons. Now the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. There were 2 out, nobody on, but a walk and a hit batter have given Dowling a chance here in the first inning, and there's a fly ball foul off to the right out of play. And Rockhold a strike away from getting out of this. It's 1-2. One and two to Ellie Olson, the Dowling shortstop. Pitch on the way. In the dirt. Nice stop by Sam Weeks, 2-2. Two and two to Olson. Abby Johnson at second, Madison Nagel at first. The pitch, fly ball to right. Paul's coming in. It lands on a hop and gets by her. At least 1 run's going to score. Second runner coming around third now puts on the brakes as the throw comes in, but it's 1-0 Dowling. A bloop single by Olson. She'll get an RBI, and then another error will move runners to second and third. That brings up Yalitza Lovan. Lovan appeared as a pinch hitter in game 1 and laid down a sacrifice bunt. Playing first base here in game 2. Second and third, 2 out. And nothing hit hard this inning. That was the first hit. Now the pitch to Lovan. Change up low, 1-0. Two out, nobody on, but a walk, a hit batter, a bloop single to right, and then the ball gets away from the right fielder. A run scores, runners at second and third. That pitch downstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Hitters count for Levant. The pitch. Liner to shallow right. That's down for a hit. 1 run is in. Another runner coming around third. Here's a throw to the plate. It's too high. 2-run score. Levant takes second on the throw. Thinks about third. Now is halfway between second and third, but gets back to second. 2-run single for Levant, and it is 3-0 Dowling.
Next up, the right fielder, number 8, Cadence Pacom.
Cadence Pacom, the batter, the right fielder, did not play in game 1. Pacom 0 for 3 on the season, but has walked once and has been hit by a pitch 3 times. Look at a pinch runner for Levant at first base. Dowling doesn't have.
For the Maroons, number 3, Bella Simons.
And that'll be Isabella Simons. So Simons a runner at second. Sorting out what's earned and unearned in this inning is not easy. First pitch, a left-handed batting McComb, driven to center. But there to make the catch is Maddie Houck to retire the side. So we'll sort out the scoring a bit later. Right now we know Dowling gets 3 runs on just 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left after an inning. Bulldogs down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Ottumwa's got work to do in game two. They already trailed Dowling 3-0. All those runs scoring after there were 2 out and nobody on. Sorting out earned and unearned in that bottom of the first inning. The first error of the inning was erased on a caught stealing, so that doesn't have any effect on the scoring. The second error, when the single by Olson got away and allowed runners to advance to second and third, that does come into play because on the single by Lovan, if Olson's only on first base, then there's no throw home to try to get her because she doesn't score, and she probably does not score in that inning. So of the 3 runs, 1 of them are unearned, so 2 earned runs and 1 unearned run charged to Sydney Rockhold. Dogs got to get the bats going. Top of the second inning, Sheets, Aller, and Weeks, 4, 5, and 6, 2 up against the lefty Grayson Cosper. Sheets in game 1 was 0 for 3. Ottumwa only had 3 hits in game 1. Lefty to lefty, the pitch. Popped it up, third base side, foul. Long run for all involved in a land untouched in the grass down the left field line, out of the reach of the shortstop Olson for strike 1. Olson was the closest. The left fielder, Shemerdla, was also approaching. Not a ball that was an easy play for the third baseman Johnson, who's, of course, playing inside that third base bag, coming up the line a little bit. Now the 0-1 to Sheets. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Long way to go in game 2. Dogs are down 3-0, but we've seen them put together some big innings already this season. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Sheets, the DP in game 2. Tough luck loser in the circle in game 1. Allowed only 2 runs on 4 hits, but got no offensive support. Now the 2-1. Ground ball right side, fielded by the second baseman Young. Throw to first and 1 down. Hit it sharply. But Ottumwa has made 4 ground ball outs in 4 at-bats in this game. Ella Aller, the batter, she's been hitting the ball hard all day, although nothing to show for it. A line out and 2 sharp ground outs in game 1. Kind of got robbed on that last one in the 7th inning. A backhand stop by the pitcher, Grace Nagel, on a ball I thought was headed for center field. First pitch here. Low and away, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Need to see some line drives here. Haven't squared up many balls today. That's a chopper, third base side, slowly fielded by Johnson. Throw to first, 2 down. Someone getting on top of everything so far in this game. 5 ground ball outs, and the batter, Sam Weeks. Weeks 1 for 3 in game 1. Two out, nobody on. Top of the second. Ottumwa down 3-0. First pitch to Sam. Sharp ground ball to first, knocked down by Lovan. She has to chase it into foul territory, and by the time she picks it up, Weeks is safe at first. That will be an error on Yalitza Lovan. So Weeks reaches, and as a catcher, she'll get a courtesy runner. That'll be Kendra Cole. So that'll bring up Maddie Hauk with a 2-out base runner. Dogs had their first runner of the game, although if not for the error, it would have been another ground out. Maddie 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1. She was the only Bulldog to reach second base until the 7th inning. Hauk digs in from the right side. First pitch. Ball bounces all the way to the backstop, and down to second goes Cole. So somewhat a chance to maybe convert that 2-out error into something. 1-0 to Hauk. One and 0 to Maddie. Cole now at second. The pitch. Tried to check her swing, went around. That's strike one on a pitch that was in the dirt. 1-1 to the Bulldogs center fielder. Hauk, one of several seniors in this lineup. A lot of experience for Ottumwa back this year. Now the 1-1. Off speed upstairs, 2-1. Cole at second with 2 down. Weeks reached on an error. Cole, the courtesy runner, went to second on a wild pitch. The 2-1. Ground ball left side, through the hole, base hit. Around third is Cole. They'll put the stop sign on, though, as getting him back in quickly is Shemerdla. Base hit for Maddie Hauk. Runners at the corners, and here is Emma Strayer. Strayer appeared as a pinch hitter in game 1 and reached on an error. Dogs down 3-0. They do have 2 on, 2 out here in the second inning. They were 2 out, nobody on, but an error and now a base hit. Everything's still been hit on the ground. Pitch up high as Hauk takes second, and they don't bother challenging it. Maddie with another steal. Now a base hit in the right place, could score 2. Second and third and a 1-0 count to Strayer. The next offering. Downstairs, 2-0. Hitters count for Strayer. 2 balls, no strikes. First base is open, and the number 9 hitter, Frankie, on deck. Now the 2-0. Liner right at the second baseman, Young, and the inning is over. Boy, if that ball is a foot to the left of Young, it might be a 2-run single. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Dogs down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Dowling 3, Ottumwa 0. Game 2 of our softball doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. As we're into game 2, let's update you on the Major League Baseball scoreboard on this Memorial Day. Finals from day games. In Chicago at Wrigley Field, Cubs 1, Rays 0. Marcus Stroman for the Cubs, a 1-hit shutout, complete game shutout against the team with the best record in baseball. Other finals in Baltimore, Cleveland over the Orioles, Guardians win at 5-0. In Detroit, the Rangers over the Tigers 5-0. In St. Louis, the Royals over the Cardinals 7-0. Games in progress. Top of the 9th inning in Arizona, Diamondbacks lead the Rockies 7-5. Bottom of the 9th in Houston, Twins and Astros tied at 5. Bottom of the 7th in San Francisco, Giants 6, Pirates 3. Emily Shemerdla leads off the second inning for Dowling and fouls it straight back, 0-1. Shemerdla did not play in game 1. The senior 2 for 7 on the season. 286 clip. Sidney Rockhold allowed 3 runs in the first inning after there were 2 out. That pitch up high, 1-1. Not all of it her own doing, but most of it. A walk, a hit batter, then an error on a bloop single. Another softly hit single. Here's the 1-1. Popped it foul to the right out of play, 1-2. Give you all the scores in Major League Baseball, games that are final, games that are in progress. There are 4 night games in baseball tonight. We'll touch on those in a moment. Here's the 1-2, off speed, ground ball to third, right to Strayer, throw to first, and 1 down. That'll bring up the catcher. Lily Parks also did not play in game one. Lily Brooks, pardon me, got to read my own writing. Lily Brooks is 0 for 5 on the season, does have an RBI. Right-handed batting catcher. First pitch, liner off the glove of the first baseman Caldwell into shallow right. And safe at first is Brooks. First blush, I'm going to rule that a base hit. The rising liner ticks off the glove of the first baseman, hard hit. And we'll leave a hit on that one. Don't give Hunter an error for that. Courtesy runner for the catcher Brooks is Molly Brown.
Next up, the second baseman, number 20, Molly Young.
Maddie Brown, the courtesy runner, 15 at first base. 1-on-1 out, top of the order, Molly Young, who grounded out her first time up. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Also should note that Caldwell at first base, and that liner's coming over her head. She's looking right into the sun, too. Maddie Brown, 1 steal and 2 tries on the season, not running there. Pitch misses, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Righty to lefty the pitch. Chopped foul, third base side, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side. We'll do it again at 2-2. 1-on-1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Dowling batting, already leading 3-0. The 2-2 again, off speed. Dips low and away, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Chopper to short, up with it is Ware. Throw to first will not be in time. Infield hit for Young. 2-on-1 out for Shea Johnson, who reached on an error but was caught stealing in the first inning. Two on, 1 out. The pitch. Bunted at and missed. Strike 1. It's maybe a bit surprising here. You'd give up the second out to move to put 2 runners in scoring position. You've got 1 there now. That pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. So Maddie Brown, the courtesy runner at second. Molly Young, the runner at first. Oh and 2 the count. The pitch. Low and away, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch chopped foul slowly up the right side. We'll do it again at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a foul back, and she just did get a piece of that. Still 1-2. That pitch misses, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Aller has it go under her glove into center. Runner coming home. Hauk's throw to the plate is not in time. And heading to second on the throw is Johnson. It is 4-0, and that will be an error on Ottumwa. Young to third. Brown scores. Still only 1 out. And the batter, Abby Johnson, who walked and scored in the 3-run first inning. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Second and third, Rock holds 0-1. Off-speed fouled back, 0-2. Four nothing Dowling, second and third, still only 1 out here in the second. Rockhold's pitch. Line down the line in right, that will be a foul ball. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Still 0-2 to Abby Johnson. Molly Young at third, Shea Johnson at second. The pitch, high, 1-2. Rockhold is trying to find a way to get that second out of the inning. The 1-2. Off speed lined into left, and Frankie couldn't hang on to it. Almost snow-coned it. And her throw back in is wide of third. Scoring is Young. Stopping at third is Shea Johnson. Abby Johnson ends up at second. That would have been a great catch by Frankie. We're going to call that a base hit for Johnson and an RBI. Then she advanced to second when the throw back into the infield got away, so you've got to put an error on that one. Second and third for Madison Nagel, hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning. First pitch here, driven into left center field. That's down for a base hit, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score. Nagel headed for third. The throw not in time. A 2-run triple for Nagel, and Dowling has broken this game wide open. 7-0.
Next up to shortstop, number 10, Ellie Olson.
Ellie Olson, the batter, singled and scored her first time up. Still only 1 out. First pitch, Fouled straight back, 0-1. Olsen digs back in from the right side. The 0-1 from Sydney. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockhold gets the sign. Now the 1-1. Liner into right, that's a base hit. Another run is in. Throw gets away, throw back to second, that goes into right field. Down to second on the overthrow goes Olsen.
Next up, first baseman, number 21, Yelitza Levon.
Ottumwa really struggling defensively in this game. By my count, that is 5 errors, and there's only 1 out in the second inning. Yelitza Levon, the batter, 2-run single her first time up. The pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Eight 0 Dowling here in the second inning. Sydney's 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. This inning started with a ground out, as that pitch is outside, 2-1. Then you had a line drive single tick off of Caldwell's glove, and another hit, an error, a single and an error, a triple, another hit and an error. Now 2-1 on Levon. And that pitch popped up back to the right out of play, 2-2. Levon, the 8th batter of the inning, Cadence Bacam on deck. The 2-2 pitch, outside, 3-2. Runner at second, still only 1 out. 5 home in the inning for the Maroons. They lead 8-0. Now the 3-2 in the dirt, ball 4. Runners at first and second for Bacam, who flew to center her first time up. The 9th batter of the inning now.
Right fielder, number 8, Cadence Bacam.
Dowling coach Brent Parrott is pinch running for Yelitza Levon again, and it'll be Yeleza Levon. So Yelitza Levon is out of the game. She's been pinch run for twice now, this time by her sister. So Yeleza Levon now the runner at first.
Next running for the Maroons, number 2, Yelitza Levon.
That is an interesting choice. His starting first baseman is now out of the game. Runners at first and second, still only one out. 7 straight have reached for Dowling here in the second inning. The pitch. Fly ball to center, and Matty Houck will make the catch for out number 2. And the runners have to hold. So finally, the second out recorded. That'll bring up Emily Schmerdla for the second time in the inning. She grounded out to start this inning. 2 on, 2 out. Shadow now completely over the pitcher's circle. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next offering from Rockhold, high and away, 2-0. Just after 6 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ Ottumwa. The 2-0 is lined foul. Just into the grass in the right field line, but foul. And the count 2-1 to Schmerdla. Two balls, one strike. The next pitch. Grounded foul left side on off-speed pitch, 2-2. Two and two to Emily Schmerdla. Ellie Olson, the runner at second. Yeleza Lovan, the runner at first. The 2-2 from Rockhold. Low, 3-2 in the dirt. Throw down to third, not in time. That ball didn't get very far away, but it's a wild pitch nonetheless. Olson to third, Lovan to second. 3-2 to Schmerdla with the catcher Lily Brooks on deck. Three balls, two strikes, the payoff. Little pop to the right side foul. Hunter Caldwell reaches for it just out of her reach. And we'll do it again at 3-2 as she was racing over towards her own dugout. Three balls, two strikes. That pitch popped in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. And we'll see another 3-2 pitch. This feels like a key point in how long this game is going to last. 2 on, 2 out, 8-0 Dowling, bottom of the second. The pitch popped it foul, up and over our heads, out of play. We'll do another 3-2. I hate to talk about it again, second time in 3 broadcasts of softball, but the run rule is 12 after 3 and then 10 after 5 in terms of how far ahead a team is. Another 3-2. Missed ball 4, they're loaded. And the batter Lily Brooks, who singled earlier this inning, had her courtesy runner come around to score. Again, I hate to mention it, but Ottumwa was down 8-0 in the bottom of the second inning, and Dowling has the bases loaded. So Lily Brooks represents a potential 12th run. If Dowling gets to 12 this inning, Ottumwa would be theoretically down to its final 3 outs. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. One to the number 9 hitter in the Dowling order, Lily Brooks. The next pitch, outside, 1-1. Ottumwa did win the JV game earlier today, 7-2, had a big 6-run rally in the 5th inning. And that game ended after 5 innings. They lost the varsity opener 2-0. This game, at this point, not nearly as competitive. That pitch in the dirt, good stop by Weeks. Count 2-1 to Brooks. Two balls, one strike. The next offering. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Sydney hasn't had a strikeout yet today. She could really use one right here. 2-2 to Brooks. Rockhold's pitch. Swing and a foul back. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 to Brooks. Rockhold gets her pitch sign. Another 2-2. Off-speed swing and a missed, strike 3, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Rockhold, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 5-run score, and as we go to the third, Ottumwa down 8-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, defensive changes for Dowling. Madison Nagel had been the designated player. She is now playing first base. Remember, the starting first baseman, Yalitza Lovan, reached base in each of the first 2 innings, was pinch run for both times, and the second time that took her out of the game for good today.
Leading off for Ottumwa, the left fielder, number 2, Avery Frankie.
And so that would make Yaleza Brown in the 6th spot the DP. And as Ottumwa comes about in the bottom of the third, trailing 8-0, they'll have Avery Frankie, then the top of the order, Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold. Frankie 0 for 3 in game 1. First pitch from Grayson Cosper, misses outside, ball 1. Want to know to Frankie. The lefty, Cosper, brings it home, and it's well high, 2-0 to Avery. Ottumwa down big. Now, there's a path back in this game. Again, Cosper came in with an ERA over 5. That pitch low and away, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Cosper toes the rubber. Her 3-0 offering. Hits her in the helmet. Well, that's, I say it all the time when it happens. When you've already got 3 balls, you want to take first base on ball 4. You don't want to get hit by a pitch at that point. Frankie getting that helmet looked at after it got plunked. She's okay. To make sure the helmet's still okay. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware grounded out her first time up. The first 7 Ottumwa batters hit the ball on the ground. First 5 were retired on groundouts, and there was an error and a base hit. Then Emma Strayer hit it hard but lined out. Now Frankie hit by a pitch. Let's see if Ottumwa can get more solid contact, more line drives here the second time through the order. They're getting that helmet put back on Avery. She's good to go. And Ware will stand in. First pitch to Ware from Cosper. Bunted back towards the circle, up with it. Cosper, throw to first in time, 1 down. So it was sacrifice, scored 1-3. That brings up Sydney Rockhold, grounded back to the circle her first time up. That pitch grounded left side, backhand stop by Olsen, long throw across, not in time. Infield hit for Rockhold, and on the throw, Frankie takes third. So runners on the corners with 1 down for Jordan Pauls. Courtesy runner here for the pitcher, Sydney Rockhold. That'll be Lexi Ferguson. So Frankie at third, Ferguson at first. Pauls grounded out her first time up, but if Jordan can drive one here, you could cut into this 8-0 deficit pretty significantly with one big swing of the bat. Let's see if Jordan can find one. First pitch. In the dirt all the way to the backstop. Coming home and scoring without a throw is Frankie. Down to second goes Ferguson. Ottumwa's on the board for the first time in the doubleheader. It's 8-1. Runner at second now, and a 1-0 count to Pauls. And the next pitch in the dirt, count 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to the Bulldogs slugger, Jordan Pauls. The next offering. Off-speed grounded sharply to third, fielded by Johnson. Throw to first in time for the out. And Ferguson tried to go to third on the throw, stopped, and then started again, and she was dead meat back at third base. A 5-3-5 double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Ottumwa gets 1 run on 1 hit. They leave none. We go to the bottom of the third. Dogs down 8-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning. Ottumwa in a big hole at Dowling here in Game 2, trailing 8-1. Sydney Rockhold helped further the rally that got Ottumwa run in the top of the third inning.
Second baseman, number 20, Molly Young.
Her single put runners on the corners before the wild pitch scored the run. Now she faces the top of the order for Dowling, Molly Young, Shea Johnson, Abby Johnson. Young is 1 for 2, the single and a run scored. First pitch, fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Dowling got 3 in the first inning after there were 2 out, nobody on. And then after the first out in the second inning, they scored 5 more times before Ottumwa could get a second out. 8-1 Maroons after Ottumwa got 1 back in the top of the third. That pitch grounded foul through the legs of her head coach Brent Parrott in the third base coaching box, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Rockhold's pitch, low and away, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, chopper back to the circle. Rockhold grabs it, fires to first in time for out number 1.
Next up, the center fielder, number 11, Shay Johnson.
They say don't talk about your screw-ups on the air, but that was kind of funny. I was trying to say grabs it and has it at the same time, and it almost came out Rockhold gots it, which is something that would make my English teachers, probably feel a shudder from all these miles away all these years later. As Shay Johnson fouls a pitch in the dirt, strike 1. Johnson reached on an error in the first inning but was caught stealing, reached on an error and scored in the second. 1 out, nobody on for Dowling here in the top of the third, leading Ottumwa 8-1. The 0-1. Off speed in there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Just off the plate outside, 1-2. Rockhold just trying to settle this ball game down right now, have a quiet third inning. The 1-2, way high, 2-2. Sydney's 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, first baseline foul just before Hunter Caldwell picked it up. We'll do it again at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, off speed, fouled in the air, well foul off to the left. That'll bounce up against the concession stand. Still 2-2. To Shay Johnson. That 2-2 grounded. Again, just foul before Caldwell can pick it up. Hunter's thinking, what do I have to do to make a play here? I'm making the play. He keeps calling it foul. Still 2-2 to Shay Johnson. Abby Johnson on deck. The pitch lined, caught by the second baseman Aller for out number 2. That'll bring up Abby Johnson, walked and scored in the first. RBI single and a run scored in the second. Dowling leading 8-1 here in the bottom of the third. First pitch. Liner, 1 hop to Aller this time, throw to first, and the inning's over. A quick 1-2-3 inning, good settle-down inning for Sydney Rockhold. We go to the fourth. Bulldogs still down 8-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth inning, Ottumwa long climb still ahead of them. They trail Dowling 7-1. Bulldogs did get a run back in the third after Dowling got 8 in the first two. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Ottumwa. Sheets, Aller, and Weeks against the lefty freshman Grayson Cosper. Sheets grounded to second her first time up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Cosper brings it home, and the pitch is lifted in the air to shallow left. A leaping catch by the shortstop, Ellie Olson, to rob Sheets of what would have been a hit, out number one. Ella Aller, the batter, a ground ball to third, her first time up.
Second baseman, number 39, Ella Aller.
First pitch to Ella. Ground ball to third, fielded by Johnson. Throw to first and quickly 2 down. Sam Weeks, the batter, reached on an error her first time up.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Sam Weeks.
Two out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the fourth. The pitch bounced in there all the way to the backstop, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to the Bulldog catcher. The 1-0. Off speed, caught the corner, 1-1. The next offering to Sam. Ground ball foul right side, 1-2. One and two to Weeks. Lefty to lefty, the pitch. Fly ball to left, shallow, coming in. Shemerdla makes the catch, and Ottumwa goes quietly in the fourth. We go to the bottom half. Dogs down 8-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Ottumwa stemmed the tide in the third, but they still trail Dowling 8-1 as Maroons come to bat here in the fourth. Madison Nagel, Ellie Olson, and Yeleza Lovan due up 4, 5, and 6 in the order for Dowling. Sydney Rockhold has thrown 87 pitches to get through 3 innings.
Leading off for the Maroons, the DP, number 6, Maddie Nagel.
Sydney has walked 3 and struck out 1. She's allowed 6 hits. Her defense has committed 5 errors. Nagel has been hit by a pitch and hit an RBI triple. First pitch, bounced in there, ball 1. Rockhold toes the rubber. And the 1-0. Low 2-0. The count to Maddie Nagel, the designated player here in game 2. Oh, no, wait, she's now playing first base after their defensive switch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to the left-handed batting Nagel. The next offering. Ground ball, right side. Oh, that took a bad hop in the infield, went over Aller's head. That'll be a base hit, but what did that hit? Well, it's almost like there's a rock out there in the infield. It hit something and hopped right over Ella's head. Well, if it wasn't for bad luck today, we wouldn't have any luck at all. Ellie Olson, the batter, singled and scored in the first, singled in the second. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Rockhold has a sign, the 1-0. Bunt shown, runner goes, throw down to second, the tag, and out at second is Nagel, gunned down by Sam Weeks. Second runner that Weeks has thrown out in this game. Count even at a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 to Olsen. Ground ball right side off the glove of Aller and into right field. Boy, Ella having a tough go of it out at second base in this inning. Ball hops over her head. That one off to her glove hand side, but off her glove for an error. Yeleza Lovan, the batter, her first at-bat of game 2. She was 0 for 3 in game 1. First pitch, fly ball foul down the right field line, strike 1. The 0-1 to Yeleza Lovan. Olsen at first and 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th for Dowling. They lead your Bulldogs 8-1. The pitch in there for a strike, and the count even at 1-1. Pardon me, the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Sydney's pitch, that's low, 1-2. Time call, got to clean off that home plate dish. Rockhold ready. Her 1-2 offering. Ground ball to the right side. Aller has it. Flipped to Caldwell at first for out number 2 as Olsen goes down to second. That brings up Cadence Bacom, who's flied out to center not once but twice.
Next up, the right fielder, number 8, Cadence Bacom.
Hopefully Maddie Hauk is ready just in case Bacom comes out there with a fly ball a third time. Sydney's pitch is outside for ball 1. Runner at second with 2 away. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. Dowling leading 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rockhold trying for her second straight scoreless inning. Runner at second and 2 away. The 2-0. Little flare out towards second. Aller makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. 1 error, 1 left. We go to the 5th. Dogs still down 8-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning, Dowling 8, Ottumwa 1, Bulldog softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream.
Leading off for Ottumwa, the center fielder, number 7.
7, 8, 9 to up for the Dogs here in the 5th. Maddie Hauk, Emma Strayer, Avery Frankie. Hauk singled and stole second her first time up. Ottumwa with only 2 hits. Bulldogs do have a run on the board, unlike game 1, which they lost 2-0. First pitch from lefty Grayson Cosper is in the dirt, ball 1, as Hauk showed bunt but pulled the bat back. The 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Ottumwa just needs to string some base runners together. The 2-0 pitch, downstairs, 3-0. Ottumwa's only had more than 1 runner on base twice in this doubleheader so far. They did it in the 7th inning in game 1. Couldn't score. And they did it in the 3rd inning in this game. Did score 1 run. The 3-0 to Maddie, taking all the way. It's in there for a strike, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. There's a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Cosper. She has hit a batter. And the batter, Emma Strayer, hit the ball harder first time up, a line drive, but right at the second baseman. First pitch lined past the second baseman into right field, base hit. Hauk on her way to third. The relay throw not in time. Hit and run was on. Runners on the corners and nobody out. And Ottumwa's got something cooking here in the 5th.
Next up, the left fielder, number 2, Avery Frankie.
Avery Frankie, the batter, hit by a pitch and scored the lone Ottumwa run to this point back in the 3rd inning. First pitch downstairs, ball 1. One and 0 to Frankie. Hauk at third, Strayer at first, nobody out, top of the 5th. That pitch in the dirt. Catcher Brooks able to keep it from getting too far away. Count 2-0 to Frankie. Hitters count for Avery. That pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. Frankie digs back in. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And the 2-1. Chopper to third. Throw to first in time for the out. Runner coming home, safe. Houck scores on the RBI ground out by Frankie. It's 8-2. Scored 5-3. Down to second goes Strayer. Jocelyn Ware, the batter, 1 for 2 or 0 for 1 with the sacrifice bunt. We will get a pinch runner now for Strayer. Veda Monahan will run.
Running for Ottumwa, number 41, Veda Monahan.
So here's where, boy, Ottumwa needs the top of the order to get going here. Top 4 in the Bulldog order, 0 for 19 today, but there's a fly ball down the left field line. That's fair. That's going to roll into the corner. Around third is Monahan on her way to the plate. Here's a relay throw, not in time. RBI double for Ware, and it's 8-3. Oh, and Monahan is down at the plate after sliding in. Veda with a bit of a late slide at the plate and is in some pain as Mandy Moore comes to check on her. Ottumwa pulling another run closer here on the double by Ware, but now the concern is about Monahan. Still down here behind home plate. Kind of on her hands and knees. And now Dowling coach Brett Parrott out to check, and I think Dowling has a trainer coming out as well. Monahan turns over and lays down. Jordan Pauls has brought an ice pack out. Still not exactly sure. I mean, I assume it's a leg injury, but Veda hasn't actually grabbed at anything. Trying to straighten her right leg now. Might be a knee. They're going to help her to her feet. And she'll get a nice hand as she makes her way off the field. She's able to put some weight on that right leg. That's an encouraging sign. So we'll resume here with Sydney Rockhold at the plate. Jocelyn Ware at second. Only one out. 2 runs home for Ottumwa. They've cut the lead for Dowling to 8-3. Rockhold 1 for 2 with a single. Keep those hits coming here. You're starting to make your way back. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the Bulldog pitcher. The next offering from the lefty, Cosper. Ground ball out to short, up with it Olsen. They'll throw to third. Safe at third is Ware. Boy, that's not a fundamental play by Olsen there. You're up 8-3 with an out already. You just take the out at first, let her have third base. It's a fielder's choice and everybody's safe, and that opens the door here for Jordan Pauls, 2 on, 1 out. Lexi Ferguson, again, the courtesy runner for Rockhold. Pauls is grounded to third twice. Would really like to see her elevate one here.
Jojo.
8-3, but Ottumwa trying to mount a comeback here. The pitch. Ground ball down the right field line. That'll score a run. Ferguson on her way to third. RBI single Jordan Pauls. It's 8-4. Ware comes home, first and second. Batter Ashlyn Sheets was grounded out and been robbed of a hit by the shortstop Olsen with a leaping catch back in the 4th inning. First pitch to Sheets. Off speed in there for a strike, 0-1. Bulldogs with some fight here in inning number 5. Still only 1 out, 3 runs home in the frame. And the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ferguson at third, Pauls at first. The 1-1 to Sheets. Outside, 2-1. Cosper checks the sign. The lefty's 2-1 to Sheets. High, 3-1. One more out of the zone would load him for Aller, who's on deck. Three and one. Sluggers count for Sheets. The pitch. And it hit her in the ankle. Bases are loaded. Another hit batter with 3 balls. That happened in the 3rd inning to Frankie. But now they are loaded. And that's going to get Dowling head coach Brent Parent out of the dugout. Is he going to move on from Cosper here? Yes, he is. Ella Aller is the next hitter up, and she will represent the tying run, but it's a call to the bullpen for Dowling, and they're going to go to their Game 1 starter, Grace Nagel, who pitched a 2-hit shutout, and ask her to recreate that magic. We'll take 30 seconds, come back, and tell you about the new Dowling pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced, professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Grace Nagel is the new Dowling pitcher in Game 2. I say new in quotation marks, new pitching in this game. She threw a complete Game 2 hit shutout in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Pardon me, a 3-hit shutout. And only twice let a runner reach as far as second base. Comes in a much different situation here. Her team with an 8-4 lead, but Ottumwa has the bases loaded and 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Bulldogs already 3 runs home, and Ella Aller represents the tying run. Aller in this game is 0 for 2 with 2 ground balls to third. In Game 1, she hit the ball hard against Nagel a few times with nothing to show for it, 0 for 3. I believe that Nagel is the only change here. Wait a minute.
Pitching for the Maroons, number 23, Grace Nagel. Now batting, the second baseman, number 39, Ella Aller.
I heard the umpire say something about Nagel not being on the lineup card, but she is in the game. Not sure what that meant. Don't think it changed anything. Nagel's first pitch of game 2. Upstairs to Aller, ball 1. Nowhere to put her. Ferguson at third, Paul's at second. Ella Thompson has come in to run for Ashlyn Sheets at first. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. All of the 8th batter of the inning. 3 home for Ottumwa. They've gotten up off the deck here. But can they keep the fight going now that Dowling has brought back its ace? Here's the 1-1 to Aller. Fly ball foul right side, shallow running catch made. Crowd number 2, runner tags, sliding home, safe, aggressive tag and score by Ferguson on the foul out by Aller to first. She'll get an RBI. That turns into a sac fly, and it's 8-5. The other runners also advance on the throw. So second and third, 2 down for Sam Weeks, who's reached on an error and flied to left. 8-5 the score. Boy, how big would it be to get those 2 runners home from scoring position? First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Weeks represents the tying run. 0-1 to the Bulldog catcher. The next offering. Off speed missed, 1-1. Dowling batted around in the second inning, scored 5 runs. Weeks a 9th batter for Ottumwa this inning. They've got 4 on the board and 2 more in scoring position. There are 2 down. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. As Weeks chased one down and out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to Weeks. Lefty to lefty. Sam ready. And a pop-up foul off to the left out of play as Weeks will stay alive at 1-2. Boy, just one time here, a line drive into a gap somewhere. Base hit to the outfield. Not right on an outfielder, almost certainly would score 2. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip that dropped out of the glove of the catcher Brooks, and Weeks will see another pitch. If Brooks squeezes that, it's inning over, but Sam just stayed alive. Still 1-2. He's got to make contact here, put it in play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nagel's pitch. Fly ball to left, pretty well hit, but Shemerdla's there, and the side is retired. Ottumwa, though, gets 4 runs. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dogs down 8-5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa back in the game. They trailed Dowling 8-5. Sydney Rockhold has put together back-to-back scoreless innings, and then their offense has come to life. That 4 spot in the top of this 5th inning, now it's Sydney's job to keep it right here and give the Ottumwa offense a chance to put together another rally in the 6th inning. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Maroons. Schmerdla, Brooks, and Young. I'll be honest, this is more the kind of game I was expecting in this doubleheader. We got a pitcher's duel in game 1, which Dowling won 2-0. And now for Ottumwa to finish this comeback, they'll have to solve the pitcher they couldn't solve in game 1 as Grace Nagel came on in relief of Grayson Cosper in that 5th inning. Ottumwa did score one more run after Nagel came in, but left 2 in scoring position. Schmerdla, the batter, 0 for 1 with a walk. Both of those plate appearances were in the 2nd inning. That pitch popped up foul to the right. That's out of play. And the count 0-1. And 1 to the Dowling left fielder. Pitch in the dirt, off-speed pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. The next offering, liner up the middle base hit. Leadoff single for Schmerdla. That'll bring up Lily Brooks, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Again, a reminder, after last week we were on the air Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This week, not quite as busy. We've got the next couple of days off. Thursday, Bulldog baseball and softball will take on Des Moines Lincoln in Iowa Alliance Conference play. Our broadcast will be at Legion Memorial Field, John Hart Stadium for baseball on Thursday, as that pitch is bunted foul behind the plate for strike 1. Also want to note that when we're at baseball on Thursday, the entrance gate to John Hart Stadium, Legion Memorial Field, will be dedicated in memory of Bev Hamilton, who for 35 years was a proud supporter of Ottumwa Bulldogs athletics, was a ticket taker at many events over the years. That pitch bunted, it came up and hit her in the box. It's a foul ball, 0-2. Ball dropped straight down off the bat, right back up and into the hand of Brooks before she could ever move. 0-2. But again, they will, and I've already seen the sign, and it'll be hanging proudly at the gate on Thursday. We miss Bev. Lost her not too long ago. Still find Craig Hamilton running the scoreboard at Ottumwa events as that pitch is popped foul off to the right out of play. Still 0-2. They'll be dedicating that entrance gate at Legion Memorial Field, John Hart Stadium to Bev Hamilton on Thursday. That pitch misses and the count 1-2. Dowling with the leadoff hitter on here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading Ottumwa 8-5. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball past the circle. Aller has it. Tried to tag the runner going by, and they said she didn't get her. Safe at second is Schmerdla, and now Ottumwa in a bit of a pickle, 1st and 2nd, nobody out. I think that's an infield hit, slow roller, kind of a do-or-die chance for Aller there. And that'll bring us up to Molly Young, top of the order. 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Ottumwa down 8-5. Rockhold's got to find a way to get out of this. Pitch low and away to the left-handed batter, showing bunt, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The next offering. Outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Sydney's pitch, high, 3-0. Young digs back in, way ahead in the count. Rockhold's 3-0. Missed ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to load the bases. And boy, after Ottumwa did all that work to get within 8-5.
Now batting the center fielder, number 11, Shea.
Dowling perhaps on the verge of blowing it wide open again. They led 8-0 after 2 innings. Ottumwa got a run in the third, 4 runs in the fifth. But now in the bottom of the fifth inning, they're loaded with nobody out, and here's Shea Johnson. First pitch misses, ball 1. Johnson is 0 for 3, but has reached twice on an error. Rockhold struggling to find the strike zone right now. Infield in all the way around for Ottumwa, the 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Shea Johnson. A deep breath by Sydney. Her 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0. Now one more pitch out of the zone means another run for the Maroons. They already lead 8-5. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch. In there for a strike. Johnson taking all the way, 3-1. Well, if you're Rockhold here, you got to throw a strike in the lower part of the zone. Try to get a ground ball and hope it goes out one of your infielders. They're playing in. They'll come home for a force if they get a ground ball. 3-1 to Shea Johnson. The pitch. Outside corner strike, 3-2. Well, Sydney's battled back to fill the count. 3-2, bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the fifth. Three balls, two strikes. The payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big first out for Sydney Rockhold. Just her second strikeout of the game, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Here's Abby Johnson, who was walked, hit an RBI single and scored and grounded out. 1 for 2. Scored twice, actually. Bases loaded, 1 out. 8-5 Dowling batting here in the bottom of the fifth. Infield still in for Ottumwa. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. Obviously a strikeout still your best friend right here, but you want to keep the ball down in the zone, try to induce a ground ball if you're not going to get the strikeout, and hope it's at an infielder. The 1-0. Liner into center, base hit. 1 run is in. They'll send the second runner. Throw to the plate, up the line. Throw to third. The tag at third. Out at third for out number 2. As Molly Young is thrown out by Sam Weeks, but 2 runs score, and it's 10-5 on the 2-run single by Johnson. She goes to second on the throw. Young is thrown out 8-2 to 5 for the second out. Shamerdla and Brooks score. There might have been a courtesy run for Brooks, but I didn't see it. Here's a ground ball to Caldwell at first. She'll step on the bag, and the inning is over. So pretty good job by Rockhold after the bases were loaded and nobody out, but she does give up 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We go to the 6th inning. Dogs down 10-5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning, the Mountain is now 5 runs high again for Ottumwa. They trail Dowling 10-5 after the Maroons put up a 2 spot in the bottom of the 5th. Could have been worse. Credit Sam Weeks with a nice play. On the 2-run hit by by Abby Johnson, the throw came home. It was up the line. They could not get the second runner, Brooks, coming across. But an alert play by Weeks to catch that throw, fire to Strayer at third. They tag out Molly Young for the second out, and that allows Rockhold to get out of the inning with just one more ground ball. Maddie Houck will lead off the 6th inning. She's singled and walked, scored the first of the 4 runs in that 4-run 5th inning. Grace Nagel still on in relief of Grayson Cosper. Cosper would still get the win if Dowling doesn't lose the lead here. First pitch, after that long bouncing pause, bunted out and missed, strike 1. Well, that's got to be a little infuriating after a while for Ottumwa hitters, is that she gets into that, like she starts her motion and then just bounces there for a moment, then kind of resets and pitches. 1-0 to Maddie. The next offering, bounced in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. If Nagel finishes this game, she would get a save. She came in when it was 8-4 in the 5th inning. The bases were loaded with 1 out. The tying run was actually at the plate. So in a 7-run game where Cosper's already pitched more than half the game, qualified for the win, Nagel would get a save if Dowling keeps the lead to the end. That pitch is a strike, 1-2. If Dowling keeps the lead to the end and Nagel pitches to the end, then there's no reason to believe she wouldn't. The hope is that Ottumwa can start tagging her for some runs here and get back in this game again. They trailed 10-5. 1-2 to Houck. Pitch on the way. Ground ball left side, backhanded by Olson. The throw across, not in time. Infield hit for Maddie Houck. She's reached 3 times in this game. Batter Emma Strayer 1 for 2 with a single. Strayer's hit 2 line drives to the right side. 1 was caught, 1 got through for a hit. First pitch on the way. Ground ball left side, past the diving Johnson into left field, base hit. 2 on, nobody out. Here comes Ottumwa with the bottom of the order getting it started again. Avery Frankie, the batter. Hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 3rd, grounded out in the 5th. Frankie was the last batter that Cosper retired. Ottumwa lay down a bunt here, give up an out to get 2 into scoring position. Down 5 in the 6th inning. They might. Still with 2 innings to work with, this one and the next one. No sign of a bunt, little flare out to shallow right, but out to make the catch, the second baseman Young for out number 1. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware. 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt, an RBI double, and a run. She parked 1 in the left field corner her last time up. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of a changeup, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. We're just trying to keep the line moving here. First and second, 1 down. The next offering. In there for a strike, 0-2. Now Jocelyn has to protect the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mid, strike 3, 2 down. It's up to Sydney Rockhold trying to help her own cause. 1 for 3, grounded out, singled, reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, late swing, 0-1. Inning started with back-to-back hits, but a pop out and a strikeout have made it 2 on, 2 out. Now the 0-1. Off speed, grounded left side. Charging is Johnson, the third baseman, to cut across and makes the play in time to retire the side. Ottumwa had 2 hits to start the inning, but they leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs trail 10-5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Dowling 10, Ottumwa 5. Those first 2 innings have proven too much to overcome to this point. Ottumwa was down 8-0 after the second. Got back into it with a run in the 3rd and 4 in the 5th. Pulled within 3, but they left 2 in scoring position in that 5th inning. And then Dowling got 2 in the bottom of the 5th to go back up by 5. Ottumwa had 2 hits to start the 6th inning, but they were stranded. And now the Maroons bat in the bottom of the 5th looking for a little more insurance before the 7th and presumably final inning, although this game's not over yet. Olson, Levon, and Bacam, 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Maroons here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ellie Olson has singled twice and reached on an error once. First pitch, swing and a miss, chased 1 in the dirt, strike 1. Oh and 1 to the Maroon shortstop. Sydney's next pitch bounces in there 2-0. Pardon me, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. That pitch popped foul back and out of play, 1-2. It was 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 1-2. Sydney's 1-2. Outside, now it's 2-2. Rockhold toes the rubber, the 2-2. Fly ball down the line in right, foul. It'll land untouched, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Still 2-2 to Ellie Olson, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for Dowling. Rockhold rocks and fires. Off speed, bounced in there, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ottumwa cannot afford to fall any farther behind, you wouldn't think. Already down 10-5 in the bottom of the 6th. Sydney's 3-2. Line to right center. That is down in the gap. Olsen around first, on her way to second. They want her to come to 3, and there will not be a throw. It is a sliding triple for Ellie Olsen to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Yeleza Lovan, the batter. Grounded out in her first at-bat of this game. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Infield back for Ottumwa here. Runner at third, nobody out, down 10-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now the 1-0. Pop up, shallow right center. Out is Aller. Makes the catch. Runner tags. Throw to the plate and safe. Just a little up the line. That was a shallow pop out, but it turns into a sac fly, and it's 11-5 as Olsen scores.
Next up, the right fielder, number 8.
One out, nobody on. 11-5 Maroons, and the batter is Cadence McComb, who has flied to center twice and popped to second once. Left-handed batting right fielder. First pitch, off-speed low, ball 1. One and 0 to McComb. The next offering, high 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Rockhold ready. Her 2-0 offering is in there, 2-1. And Bulldogs softball and baseball host Des Moines Lincoln on Thursday. We will have baseball from John Hart Stadium, Legion Memorial Field on the air that night. Friday night, we'll be back at Houston Field for Ottumwa and Ames in a doubleheader. That pitch on the outside corner, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Sydney's pitch, popped it up, right side. Aller is right there, comes in a step, makes the catch, 2 down. And that'll bring up Emily Schmerdla. There's 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. Two out, nobody on, a run home for Dowling in the 6th inning. They lead it 11-5. First pitch, up and away, ball 1. Sydney trying to even the count, and she does as Schmerdla fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball ends up in the bleachers. One and 1 the count to Schmerdla. Sydney's pitch grounded. Past the third baseman, Strayer, the shortstop, Ware deep in the hole, throws to first, but not in time. Infield hit Schmerdla. And she's at first with 2 out for Lily Brooks, the catcher, I think. We might have a pinch hitter here. We do. Shea Berger will bat for the catcher, Brooks.
Hitting for the Maroons, number 13, Shea Berger.
Berger is 0 for 5 with a couple of walks on the season. She is a senior. First pitch, outside, ball one. One ball, no strikes to the Dowling right-handed pinch hitter. Sydney Rockhold's next offering, swung on and missed. Snap throw down to first, close but not in time. Another good throw by Sam Weeks. She's having a good day behind the plate. Count even to Berger at a ball and a strike. Sydney's 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Two out runner on first. A run home for Dowling in the bottom of the sixth inning. They lead 11-5. Ottumwa will need a big rally in the seventh. Pitch outside, 2-2. Two and two, the count. Rockhold's pitch. Liner into left, base hit. Stopping at second is Shemerdla. Back-to-back two-out singles. Top of the order, Molly Young.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Molly Young.
Young 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. First and second, two down. Sydney rocks and fires. Missed high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. That pitch bunted. Rockhold fields it, throw to first. In time for the out, and the side is retired. All are covering. Score it 1-4. Good play by Sydney. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left. To go to the seventh, we need 6 to tie, 7 to take the lead. Dogs down 11-5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the seventh inning, last chance for Ottumwa to avoid a sweep. They trail Dowling 11-5. Jordan Pauls, Ashlyn Sheets, Ella Aller due up. Grace Nagel on in relief in game 2 after pitching a 3-hit shutout in game 1. Ottumwa will need to do something this inning they have not been able to do in 8 2/3 innings over 2 games today, and that's score some runs off Grace Nagel.
Leading off, number 21, George Paul.
Pauls is 1 for 3 with an RBI single in this game. Dowling got 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Pardon me, 3 in the first, 5 in the second. 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. First pitch to Pauls. Ground ball sharply right side, that's through for a base hit. Well, that's how you got to get it started. Leadoff single for Pauls. That'll bring up Ashlyn Sheets.
Now batting number 27, Ashlyn Sheets.
Sheets is 0 for 2, has been hit by a pitch. First pitch from Nagel. Popped it foul, third base side. That'll get down foul untouched for strike 1. think Mandy thought about a pinch runner for Pauls, and now she will. And it'll be Cammie Pauls running for Jordan Pauls. So Cammie Pauls now at first. And the 0-1 to Sheets. Fouled back and out of play, 0-2. I will say this. Ottumwa's gotten 3 hits off of Nagel since she came into this game. That's as many as they had in all of game 1 against her. Sheets down on the count, 0-2. Got a battle. Pitch on the way. Down in the dirt all the way to the backstop. And down to second goes Cammie. 1-2 to Sheets. Nagel does that bounce thing. Now the 1-2. Liner to right. That's down for a base hit. They will hold Pauls at third. Second inning in a row, Ottumwa started out with back-to-back singles. They couldn't do anything with it in the 6th. Things got to be different here in the 7th. Ottumwa will again have Ella Thompson pinch run for Ashlyn Sheets, and that means Ashlyn's game is done. If Ottumwa were to tie it and we'd move on, Sheets is done. She's been pinch run for twice. Here's Ella Aller. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Runners on the corners, nobody out. The pitch. That's lifted to right, shallow over towards the line. That is down in fair territory, base hit. Thompson around second, racing for third. The throw to third is on line. It's going to get her for out number 1. Boy, Ottumwa gets a run. They trail 11-6, but boy, they ran into an out they can ill afford to have right there. Aller with her second RBI of the game. She went to second on the throw to third. I think that was the second baseman, Young, who made that throw. Runner at second, 1 down for Sam Weeks, who's 0 for 3. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Boy, Ottumwa with 3 straight hits to start this inning, but now an out on the board. Oh, 0-1 the count to Sam. The pitch. Driven deep down the right field line to the corner. Foul ball. Home run distance, but foul. Or almost home run distance. Just out in front. 0-2. Ottumwa's getting some better swings finally against Nagel. Can they get enough of them? Still down 5, 11-6. Runner at second, 1 out, top 7. Only 2 outs left to work with. 0-2 to Weeks. Pitch on the way. Off speed in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Lily Brooks. 1-2 to Sam. One and 2 to Weeks. Aller at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Weeks just trying to keep the line moving again here. 2-2. Nagel leans in, bounces. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ottumwa down to its final out. Maddie Hauk, the batter. Maddie's had a good game. 2 for 2, 2 singles, a walk, a run scored. Holler at second, 2 down, Ottumwa down 5. Pitch upstairs, ball 1. Obviously, when you give up 11 runs, you're not going to win a lot of games, but Ottumwa has left some opportunities out there offensively in this game. Now the 1-0. By 2-0. At this point, Houck knows her number one job is just to get on base. Don't make the final out. Find any way to get on, keep the line moving. Ahead in the count, 2-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Maddie Houck. Nagel, the lefty, leans in. Now rises up and delivers. Swing and a miss, 2-2, and Ottumwa down to its final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Mastrayer on deck if Maddie can keep the game alive. And now the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, grounded back up the middle. The shortstop Olsen has it, throw to first, and that's the ball game. Ottumwa tried to rally, but they come up short in game 2, falling to Dowling by a score of 11-6. And the Bulldogs are swept in their first road trip of the season. 11-6 the final score. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to West Des Moines, where your Ottumwa softball team drops 2 to Dowling today. Game 2 going the way of the Maroons by a final of 11-6. For Dowling, 11 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, 8 left on base. The winning pitcher, Grayson Cosper, now 2-1. Grace Nagel picks up her first save. For Ottumwa, 6 runs, 10 hits, 6 errors, 7 left on base. Sydney Rockhold, the loss, now 1-2. The ballgame took 2 hours and 8 minutes to complete. Ottumwa drops to 2-4, and Dowling improves to 3-3. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics comes up Thursday night. We're back in Ottumwa at Legion Memorial Field, John Hart Stadium, for the Bulldog baseball team taking on Des Moines Lincoln. First pitch at 5 o'clock, so we're on the air right around 4:45 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Bridge City Realty, Graphics Masters, Sonic Drive-In, William Penn University, Mercy One Ottumwa, Roto-Rooter, Family First Chiropractic, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Community First Credit Union, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight, and a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Carl Davis, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in today, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you Thursday night when the Bulldog baseball team plays host to Des Moines Lincoln. Until then, good night, everybody.